Hey, everybody. Welcome to WDKX Wake Up Club After Show Podcast. Rick Spence with you with DJ Site. The story's online right now at WDKX.com. 23andMe is filed for bankruptcy. That is sort of the genetic information company where you give them a sample of your DNA
and money.
And they tell you where you're from.
And money.
Well, no. I got the money part, but they tell you where you're from, which has value to a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't believe in that stuff.
All right, so here's my dilemma on this story. My mother's into stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do 23andMe, so now there's not a concern about sort of the data breach or information that's out there. If you go to WDKX.com, there is a way for people to delete their information from what the company says,
mm-hmm.
and possibly a pending lawsuit. That being said, you are totally against handing in any genetic DNA to find out your hit. Okay.
No,
I couldn't even get the question
Hell
out.
No.
You were totally against it.
No.
Tell me why.
Because first of all, how do I even know that's real? How do I know that's real?
You don't.
Right. You're taking my money and you're telling me I'm from over here and I have some of this and I have some of that. I don't believe in that stuff.
Okay.
I just don't. You can tell me anything. I think if you do it, to each his own. I'm not, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. To me, it's entertainment.
All right. So that being said, my mother's into it. She's tried to get me into doing it to find out the other half of my sort of genetic DNA. That being said, I've been on this sort of fence of indecisiveness. Part of me wants to know other origins of my life on my dad's side. And then the other part of me, who is the sci-fi end of my brain of cloning and just there'll be another Tariq somewhere, and you know what I mean,
and one of them like Fiji Islands or somewhere.
Yeah. Like the part of me gets to be a little bit concerned about handing over my genetic information and it being used for evil.
But let me ask you this, okay? We're quick to say we're not going to give nobody our social security number. We're not going to give nobody access to our bank account.
True.
Why the hell would I give you access to my DNA?
Well, you would give access to your bank account if somebody was putting something in the bank account.
Right. But if it's a bank, of course. Yeah, if it's a bank, if it's a legitimate company, of course. But what I just give something random that really has no reputation to me, my DNA.
Well, but this is why the debate is that if you really want to know where you come, you might have a desire or you might not have a desire to know where you come from, right? There's no.
It's like sperm banks. How do I know I'm getting the sperm? Or how does she know she's getting the sperm that she wants?
That's the thing. You're banking on the moral ethics of whatever it is you're handing it over to. So that there's no difference than handing your body over to somebody that you're intimate with. There's no difference than if you're handing your financials over to a company that pays you money. We do it with the government. We do stuff with the government. We do stuff all the time where we entrust whoever we're handing it to isn't going to get breached or sell it or lose it. And with HIPAA, you do the same thing with health information.
But I'm giving you my DNA. You're telling me I'm this, that, and the third. How do I know you're not selling my DNA?
You don't know anything. There's no such thing as a short thing.
No, it's definitely not. I totally agree.
It's the greatest debate I've really had in my life as to whether or not I really want to do this.
I mean, if you this is my advice.
I don't know
as
what
a brother,
to do.
As a friend.
Yes.
If you want to do this because you believe in this,
okay,
do it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I support you. I support whatever it is you want to do. If you believe in this and this is what you want to do, knock yourself out and go do it. Me? Nah. No.
Yeah, no. I respect it. I respect the no. I'm interested in the yes. I'm leaning more towards it as I get older and you start to deal with sort of health issues and things like that. You're kind of like, well, is this something that, runs in my family? And if I get that imprint of information out now, can I help future generations,
Definitely.
Like my kids and my kids' kids, and so that they know exactly, what's going on with dad or granddad or great granddad or great, you know what I mean? That type of thing. But we have a trust issue. And part of the Scorpio that is in me, that is also in you, is still ringing. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that stuff.
Right.
You do it. Go over there if you want to. You know, that type of stuff. And so, like, I'm constantly in this battle. I haven't done it yet. So far, the pessimist in me is winning.
I mean, I look at it like if you give information to someone and your data gets breached, you can always go back and correct it and fix it. Your information is out there, but you can always get refunded your money back. You can always, get this protection to protect you from identity theft in the future. But if your DNA is out there,
yeah, you're right.
You can't get that back.
You are interesting. All right, so this is to be continued. So I don't know if I haven't made a decision yet. If I have made a decision, we'll do it part 2 of this. If I haven't, so far, Tariq ain't done it. You're watching the After Show podcast. Get more into this story and other news stories at WDKX's app or WDKX.com.